Perfidious Pete here, back to watch Val Kilmer star in the biopic of Bobby Flay and get all Iron Chef on some fresh cuts of Advent beef in XCOM, War of the Chosen. And barbecue has been on my mind because I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about some potential barbecue action involving our troopers. We have yet to generate a single Templar with the Fortress bonus ability, and long term, I'm thinking that may pose a fairly serious problem for the team. Sure, right now things are great. Gallagher just got recovered from his wounds and everything's dripping with that sweet vinegar and molasses flavor we've all come to expect from a little Bobby Flay barbecue action. But my question is, what's gonna happen when we're forced to try and fricassee a sectopod and all we've got is melee troopers and nobody who can stand next to an explosion or be set on fire? We're certainly not going to be able to bring a sectopod down with just pistol fire, which means at some point somebody's going to have to be standing next to one of those big bastards when it cooks off, which ironically is actually the same concern that Bobby Flay himself has every time he's scheduled to appear on Iron Chef opposite Mario Batali. But I digress. We unfortunately don't really have an answer for that. My answer before had always been, well, we're just going to get somebody with Fortress and have them go do the dirty because they'll be immune to both explosions and fire. Now, I'm kind of at a loss. I would really like to reduce the alien facility counter by 2 weeks. We don't know what this hidden event is. Last time we skipped the hidden event, it really sucked. These are both difficult. What's the difficulty on this one? Moderate. I definitely want to do this one though. We're trying to keep the Avatar project progress as back as we can. Operation, you know what, maybe we'll decide with the coin flip on who has the cooler mission name. Operation Glass Apollo, Operation Night Queen. I can't in good conscience then choose Operation Night Queen, even though it does give us a scientist is tempting. Engineer is also tempting. No, you know what? I'm sticking with my initial gut. I can't do Operation Night Queen lest HBO's lawyers come and attack me. They'll be like, what, are you trying to inject a character into our narrative? Pete, you're not allowed to do that. It's the Night King. He has no queen. I'd be like, but what if Daenerys Targaryen had boned him instead of Jon Snow, and then she had become the Night Queen, and everything was awful, and Westeros was plunged into an eternity of icy destruction? What if she just gave her dragons to him and let him turn them all into big blue rampaging zombie monsters? What then, I ask you? I really wanted to take Tom Iceman Kazansky on this mission so that we could check out the new ghost ability that he has now that he's a colonel. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to do that because he and Jim Morrison have gone off to renew their wedding vows. So instead, let's take Chris. Yep, we'll get old Doc Holliday in here. Where you at, Doc? My good doctor is tired, though. Maybe we'll remove you then. That is your bond mate, right? Yeah, John Holliday. If Doc Holliday is tired, I can't take you. But I can take Simon Templar, and I can take the Batman. We can get the janitor in on this. Philip of Macedon, that guy is everywhere. Tired today, let's take Virgil Adamson instead, recently promoted to Super Badass. Ghost Patterson, his man in arms, his Gal Friday, and I guess we're taking old Dr. Montgomery to fill it out. Say hi to, did you say hi to Marlon Brando for me? No, I really shouldn't say that, because if I tell him, hey, say hi to Marlon Brando for me, I think that kind of means I'm expecting him to die. That seems, you know, Marlon Brando ain't alive no more. I'd be like, hey, say hi to Marlon Brando for me. That's the kind of thing you would say to Val Kilmer right before you killed him. Maybe in death you could tell him to not wear that muumuu, because holy shit was that super undignified. Like a Homer in the Big Fat Homer episode of The Simpsons. Batman, get the fire grenade. Okay, you know what? Here, we're going to give you one of these wonderful toys. No, you know what? Never mind. I was going to give you a med kit, Batman, but then I was thinking your actions are probably going to be the most useful. And we do have a legitimate doctor on the team. Let's give this to Dr. Montgomery over here, who, by the way, actually needs a nickname, because Storm is simply not going to do it. Dr. Storm Montgomery? We can't nickname you? Oh, you're only a corporal. We can't even fix you yet. That's disappointing. We got the ghost, Lieutenant Magister Addison. I mean, this is unacceptable name. John Adamson is going to be known as the Magister. I think not. I really think not. I'm sorry. I can't believe I've let this slide this long. Virgil, you're the blindest but greatest warrior on the team. This is Virgil No Eyes Adamson. There you go. Not to be confused with old Helen Deadeye Keller. This is Virgil No Eyes Adamson. Now we're ready to go out, get things done. At first sight, not for John Adamson. He's been there, done that. He was sighted, then he was blind, then he was sighted again, then Mira Sorvino broke his heart, and now he's blind and he never wants to look at her stupid face again. He's staying that way forever. Gouge out his own eyes with hot pokers before he'll take that bitch back. I'm kind of hung up on that movie because it's actually really dark. It tries to paint itself as like a romantic drama and oh, you know, this is part of the intricacies of human. It's actually not, though, a romantic at all. It's a bitter look at the selfishness and misery of the human condition. How loathsome people can be to people. There is no hope or romance in that movie. It is not romantic at all. It's fucking bleak, is what it is. Alright, boys, let's, you know, it looks like you guys are injecting the steroids straight into your heart, like you're gripping it and then just both hands and jamming the syringe right into your chest. I don't think that's how you're supposed to administer steroids. I don't know, is injecting them directly into your heart muscle is going to be very good for your heart? I think normally you're encouraged to take them in like the buttock. Got it, Bradford. We're on it. Lockdown, secure. What actually is our thing? Protect the data interceptor and neutralize all enemy targets. Okay, so kill everyone. Don't let them blow up the thing. Got it. No explosion, more murder. I'm a simple man. I like simple objectives. Don't explode, commit much murder. That I can... This is in my wheelhouse. Don't explode, lots of murder. Simple, straightforward. Elegant, really, in its simplicity. Did you just say Papua guides me? You talking? Would you like go to New Guinea? I really did want to get Iceman on this mission so we could test out his ghost ability and see if that thing is going to be as potentially broken as I think it is. If we can get people with 3 focus and give them the ghost ability, you get them up to 2 focus, they can all clone themselves. And then as long as that clone maintains at least 1 focus, it too should have all of the fighting power of a regular Templar. That may be ridiculously broken. We do have a pod here. We don't have a turn limit, although the enemy is going to start throwing damage at our objective relatively soon. So we kind of want to pile on these guys if we can. Get on them early. Got any more cover up here? Nope. Get as close as you can, because we're going to want to be able to bum rush these 2 in a single turn. Come this way, gentlemen. That's it. Walk this way. Oh, we got a Blade Stormer. Please tell me we have a Blade Stormer. I just need 1 Blade Stormer. Virgil No Eyes Adamson does not have it. John Patterson does not have it. Simon Magus does not. He's got it though. Simon. Well, we should start this off with the bang then. We're going to have you come out here, and honestly, I think we could have you ran this advanced trooper, but if you might be able to kill him with the Blade Storm, this is the best way we could possibly pop a pod. Put a Blade Stormer, have him come in, get the focus, increase his rend damage, and then use that increased damage to rend and kill everyone around him when they scamper for the hills. Y'all better run. Wrecked. You're just dead, though. He's lightning reflexes! You know, it's not your fault, Simon Magus. The guy has lightning reflexes. It's okay. You came in and did fantastic damage. That was a hell of an opening salvo right there. You got nothing to be ashamed of, dog. Doc Montgomery, come and kill this robot. Get yourself a point of focus. I love the hat, by the way. The hat is too perfect. That is exactly the hat you were wearing in that movie. That same stupidly ridiculous hat that you insisted upon wearing in every single scene. Alright, Verge, get yourself a kill. That's my boy. Setting him up, knocking him down. Virgil Adamson wrecking shop. He's giving him that Blind Fury. Pete, you call him Blind Fury because the man can't see. No, I mean, he's even if he was still sighted here, he wouldn't be able to see anything now because all he sees is a cloud of red. He's filled with rage and hate. He's seeing red right now. So everything is dead. I don't really feel like we need to take advantage of a lot of parrying here. We've got some momentum moves available. Let's set up for a little better advance on next turn so we can make a little better speed. Batman, what are you, taking a siesta back here? Nice work, champ. You got a momentum move. We'll just have you parry, Verge. I don't see anything around coming our way. Do you, Virgil? Get it? The cheap jokes are the best jokes, really. Alright, Patterson, you are not a Blade Stormer, so let's have you come in here. You know, nobody seems to be shooting at the data interceptor device. Come at me, bro. Come at me, though. Come on. Bring that Viper action over this way. Come at me. Well, I'd appreciate it if you'd have gotten down, because that's going to make getting at you a little bit difficult. I'm feeling a little Anakin Skywalkered here in that they've got the high ground, and I don't like it. Did you have to skate along the top of the crates, though? Was that an integral part of your little move there? What purpose did that serve? No eyes? Can't make it. Can anybody get up there? Simon Magus can get up there, but we gotta... Nobody else is fast enough. Do we have a bonus action in? Okay, Bats... Simon could go up and Bats could give him a bonus. There's a reason I'm worried about this, and that reason is there's a Viper up there, and apparently you can't parry, like, being bound by a Viper. So we come up here, have Simon Magus hit this man, give him a little bit of damage. We're not going to use our momentum move. We're going to have Batman bonus action Simon Magus. That's got to be the way it's done. Bats, you're going to be in a little bit of a precarious position. That's a lot of P's. A little bit of a precarious... Gee, I can't talk. What is wrong with me? Stroking out over here. A little bit of a precarious position, especially if Simon Templar doesn't actually get the kill here, although I expect that he will. He did not, but he did stun it. I thought Vipers were supposed to be vulnerable. We really need that Viper dead. I don't suppose anybody else is fast enough to make it to the top of there. Anybody. Robbie Gallagher, not fast enough. Virgil Adamson, not fast enough. Our boy John Patterson's got to go full parry mode. I'm also concerned about the fact that maybe, just maybe, the Shadowbind ability may also ignore parry. Get Mars Volta, though. That Mars Volta was amazing! It shattered over! That was beautiful. The two-focus Mars Volta. We don't even necessarily need to give this guy the Mars Volta. We could Lightning Hands his ass. And instead, I'm just going to go ahead and give him the Mars Volta, though, because it can't miss and it can't fail to kill it. Take that. Get rock banded, shit biscuit. And then no eyes. We're just going to bring you up here. Everybody's good. You guys finally decided to start shooting at the thing, huh? Well, it took you long enough. They're also relatively far away. I'm curious if we're going to be able to get over there into an ambush position on those guys. I'm content to give them one more turn of shooting. If we come over here, are we going to spawn them? Nope. Good. Because we don't want to. We don't want to go to that corner, though. That would be bad. We'd risk spawning him. We actually got a small risk of spawning them here. If we stick to the right, though, we should be able to maintain... Yeah, okay, we're just going to say we should be able to stay out of line of sight. And that's our overall goal. We'd like to just run around that corner, ambush them, hit them all together. If we can figure out where they are, too, by using the abusive tile mechanic. We can't be there, because that will spawn them. If we can figure out where they are by using the abusive tile mechanic, we may be able to dash a Blade Stormer right into the middle of their pod. Templar, be on Overwatch. They're not moving, so they're not going to move. They're just going to stand here and shoot at the thing. We can definitely get an Overwatch man in there then. My boy, Simon Templar. Just come and stand right here. Oh, no, we can't do that, though. Can't do it. You will not be parrying at the end of that move, which means if there's somebody we don't kill, you are biggity boned. Virgil, who's your bonus action go to? Patterson. Patterson, I don't suppose you have Blade Storm? You do not. Well, we could have you lob a grenade over here. Well, it was worth a shot. Let's bring you around and spawn the pod, then. I had hoped we might be able to get a Blade Stormer into their midst with a single move. If we could have done that on a blue move, it would have been beautiful. We could have walked over here, Blade Stormed all when they scattered, and then we could have used our follow-up rend to just flat-out kill a dude. And they are all running further away, which is very bad for us. Please tell me you can hit the robot with the rend. Okay, go rend the mech. Solid damage. The armor stopped a lot of it. It's okay, though. We're going to go full parry on the momentum. Templar, can you get to the robot? Nope, too slow. Nobody else is going to have the juice to get to that robot. He is too far away. Alright, Templar, come back here, then. Rend this man. We may have to leave the robot alone for one turn, but as long as everybody's in parry mode or out of line of sight of the robot, we'll be in perfect shape. We could maybe kill the robot with the Mars Volta. We might even be able to... do we have a 2-focus man over here? Virgil Adamson does have 2 points of focus. We could maybe Mars Volta our way out of this problem. We have to be able to kill this Stun Lancer first, though. He definitely has to die, and Dr. Montgomery is going to go give us... Never mind. I was about to say Dr. Montgomery's going to go put a little delicate surgery on it, but he didn't quite get the job done. Did you there, Doc? Got to sharpen up the scalpel a little bit. Pretty underwhelming. I'm also curious, what good is it going to do for our guys? We have a couple guys who have Reaper in the pipe, and I'm trying to imagine, what the hell good is it going to do for those guys to actually Reap, though? They do so little damage, their Reaper hits aren't going to do jack squat. Well, we got the kill, but we didn't Mars Volta chain over into the robot, which is honestly what I was very much hoping we would do. Now we got a man who is not parrying standing right out in the open. I don't like that at all. The janitor has no focus. He can't Mars Volta. Give us the lightning hands and then maybe a follow-up pistol shot in case it misses. That's my boy!
Status confirmed. All hostiles are down in the area.
Oh, there was a mess in the area, but the janitor came in true janitor fashion and mopped that shit up. Saved the day. Solid victory, justice delivered. You guys got kind of a Three Stooges kind of thing working there, though. What's that all about? It's like they're line dancing. We need to capture this for all eternity. So, can we... You know, let's move locations, because there's a wall in the road here. There we go. That's a great look, gentlemen. That's a great look. Also, are you getting stabbed in the knee? You appear to be being stabbed in the knee. Let's get that out of frame. I don't know why... Well, I was going to say I don't know why Virgil Adamson would stab you in the knee like that, but... Let's strike a pose. Why would Virgil Adamson stab him? Well, I mean, clearly, I know he's there. It's like he can tell. As long as you're standing real still, he can't hear you. He doesn't know you're around. So, strike a pose. It would have been better if they had their fingers up around their eyes in, like, the Vogue pose, the Cat 2C. Can't win them all, though. Palms pressed together. Maybe they're just doing yoga. Here I am making fun of them for striking a pose, and I realize maybe they're just doing, like, palms pressed, elevated position, too. They're doing, like, swaying willow tree. That's the swaying willow pose that they've adopted. The enemy never fired a shot. That's actually beautiful. Made the most attacks, most under fire. Successful shot percentage. We didn't have one because... Wait, we fired a shot? Why do we have a dash for successful shot percentage? The janitor came out and put one right in that man's eyeball. It should be 100%. We took one shot, that shot hit. I'm crying shenanigans. Okay. Well, John Patterson was like a patented hunter. I still can't help but notice no fortress. What did we unlock? We unlocked another guy with lightning hands. Lightning hands and quick draw is great. That would give us the opportunity to take 3 pistol shots in a round, potentially. I suppose if we gave John Patterson 3 pistol shots and some EMP rounds, even with a shitty pistol, he might be able to do some damage to a sectopod. Although we couldn't have both EMP rounds and armor-piercing rounds, and a sectopod is going to have a truckload of armor. Armored foes are going to continue to be a pretty significant problem for us. One for which I don't really have a quality solution. I really don't. We did pick up Dr. Heinrich Schneider, engineer, and we countered the new construction event. New construction is always useful to counter. Heinrich Schneider got deployed doing what now? Where did we send Heinrich Schneider? We probably deployed him. You know, Heinrich, that shielded power coil, you're going to save us 2 days on that. Not even a full... yeah, whatever, who cares. Probably deployed Heinrich Schneider somewhere into Eastern Europe to snatch research from his former Nazi allies. We've gone full World War II bandwagoning now, and we're just be like, well, the Nazis did a lot of really weird and creepy research, but, hey, you can't put the shit back in a horse, can you? So now that they've got this stuff, well, we might as well capitalize on it. We weren't going to gas a couple million people to see how they reacted, but, you know, since the study's already here, might as well learn something from this human tragedy, right? It seems kind of scummy to capitalize on the Nazi war research, but it's also sort of just a pragmatic thing. I mean, what else are you going to do with it? Why not learn? I want to be angry at our post-World War II government for doing that, but also I kind of respect the fact that they were like, well, I mean, you know, can't unfuck the dog. Might as well take him for a walk. Unlocked Gremlin Mark II. Can't build it. New research available. Illyrium. Need it. Blue screen protocol. Super useful. Interchangeable upgrades. We don't have upgrades, though. Viper autopsy is now instant. Let's give Dr. Tigan a chew toy.
Although I would expect to be growing
there you go. Toss him a bone.
To seeing the clear intermingling of both human and alien genetic material, I must admit.
Hey, Dr. Tigan, could you push its tongue back in its mouth? It's just dripping off the end of the table there. It's like a Salvador Dali painting. Could you just, like, poke that back in or cut it off or something? Because I don't want to have to imagine what you're going to do with that, and now it's far too late because I'm never going to be able to imagine anything else at this point. Operation Codename Strangle. Well, I guess we know what Dr. Tigan did with that tongue. He wrapped it around his own neck and suspended himself from the crossbar of his closet, David Carradine style. I really didn't need to know that about you, Dr. T. The alien interspecies erotica stuff was weird enough. The autoerotic asphyxiation is, I mean, that's just kind of salt in the wound, isn't it? So we can do our Illyrium research, which gets us to powered armor, which I kind of want to get to as quickly as possible. I'm ignoring... effectively, we're ignoring everything else, because everything else kind of doesn't matter. Let's head over to engineering and see what Shen's cooking up here. We should be able to build... we cannot build a mimic beacon because we don't have enough faceless corpses. We have no weapon upgrades, no armor upgrades that matter. We could go with Hellweave, I guess, which would help us against fire, but that doesn't stop explosives. You know, we should have battle scanners built. We could potentially maybe get some use out of mine shields as well. It's maybe the first mission where we've ever been like, you know what, a mine shield could do something useful for us.
Must have been pretty cushy working with Advent, living in the colonies. So why the sudden change of heart?
They kicked him out for gross incompetence and also for, you know, tampering with a corpse, I think was the official charge. Disturbing a corpse? Disturbing a corpse, I believe, was the official charge that they wrote down because they didn't want to destroy his career entirely, but, you know, he was humping the dead. Power coil shielded gun. Beautiful. We need cash. We want to build resistance comms. Iceman and Jim Morrison have deepened their bond. That means they can go on our next mission. We're gonna get a test out the ghost ability. Just like Iceman ghosted fucking Goose. That's not true. Goose and Maverick actually ghosted a hobo. We have already delved the depths of the intricacies of that particular relationship.
Too much, Commander.
You do talk too much, Bradford. They haven't said anything in a while, John. I don't know what you're on about. We gotta go to the black market. We gotta sell off a bunch of our extraneous stuff. We're surprisingly a little low on supplies. Oh, we apparently never finished scanning for this intel. Let's do this, then we'll hit the black market, then we can circle back over here. Then we can build our resistance comms facility, or at least get it started building. Skulljack is complete. That's nice. Skull mining we may immediately do.
The elders know all too well that you approach.
Another pip of Avatar project progress. Alright, well the good note here is that this one at least doesn't have an alien ruler in it, so we do have another safety valve.
Commander, the aliens
Didn't we bump that back by 2 weeks? I thought we just did a mission to display the... Operation Fire Access for a Scientist. We're gonna want to do that one. Or are we? Like, do we really... Once we get plated armor, more or less our research is gonna be finished. Take a couple stun Lancer corpses off our hands. Don't worry, we can go down to 4, that's fine. The Advent Mech Rex we're gonna hang on to. Alloys, we could afford to probably spare a little, but... we don't have a whole lot of stuff to sell. No way am I selling Lyrium cores. Definitely not selling my Faceless corpse. Priest, Spectre, you can have a Spectre corpse. They're not really very useful. You can definitely have this advanced repeater. We have no use for that whatsoever. Keeping my Skulljack, battle scanner stays with me. That's not as much income as I had hoped to maybe pull out of this. Well, we don't have a super use for the alloys. We need enough to build resistance. We gotta do it. We can't not. Take another Stun Lancer corpse. Take a couple of these sectoids. You know what? We're gonna get plenty of Advent Priests because the Warlock will summon those for us. That should be enough. That's enough to build resistance comms, and that's really all we wanted to begin with. Let's go get that project started. We'll put the engineers on it.
Constructed the ring facility, Commander, but currently we don't have any soldiers deployed on covert actions with the Resistance.
We
Commander,
don't?
We've pushed our current power systems to the limit. We don't have any capacity to spare.
Yeah, but fortunately this doesn't actually take power, Lily, so I don't really see what's the generation of your complaint. Facilities are taken care of. We should have a spare engineer here. Here, Dr. Schneider, or Dr. Death, as they called you when you were still a member of the SS. Let's put you to work in the hospital. None of your bullshit shenanigans are gonna apply here, though. No testing to destruction, please. Just actually try and adhere to the Hippocratic Oath to the best of your abilities, please. Resistance ring. I can't believe we've gone without a covert action. I wonder how long it's been since I noticed we weren't doing one, because I'm an idiot. Facility lead. Gain ability points. That's what we wanted. Is there anything that has a promotion? Those plus mobility missions are also pretty interesting. Nah, we want ability points, though. Gain ability points. Who do we want to send on this? We can send literally anybody on this mission. Let's not overcommit here. I would love to send Iceman and Goose just because it'd be funny, but Iceman has to go on our next mission. Let's just send... You know, Montgomery, you'll probably get a promotion out of it. You'll probably get a promotion out of it, so let's send you, and then let's give you... Here, take Ray. Yeah, this is acceptable. Negate the risk that a soldier is captured. You know what? I'm going to save the 25 intel here. If one of them gets captured, one, we're not really going to miss either one of these guys. Montgomery was already being held captive by Marlon Brando anyway, and it's been so long since Thunderheart came out, nobody remembers it's a movie. Let's let those guys cook on that. If they get captured, we'll just go stage a rescue mission. Just like, bam, get rescued. And then I think we finish our weapons dealer.
Avenger plotting new course.
Do we really need the alloy and Illyrium crystals, though? Well, we are going to need a bunch of alloy, and we'll need some Illyrium crystals for plated armor, which is our next hopeful research project. Avatar project is out of control. We set it back by 2 weeks, and it's still I know, John. I don't know what to do about it.
We're going to slow them down. We'll need to move fast.
I don't think we actually can slow them down, though, Bradford, at this point. I think their success is largely a foregone conclusion. Nick Rivers is recovered from his wounds. We got those. We should go pick up that other scientist. No, I don't care about alien alloys.
Avenger plotting new
Go get me this other scientist, and when we complete this, we should have our resistance comms facility established. Then we can build a radio beacon and start branching out. We can also pick up our continent bonus, which, by the way, is what? What is the continent bonus for North America? Mental fortitude. Panic, Obsession, Berserk, Shattered only lasts 1 turn. It's not fantastic, but it's not terrible. Inside Knowledge, what do you do? Make contact and install radios in this continent to receive this bonus. Weapon modifications is increased. Inside Knowledge is one of the best continent bonuses in the game, but it does us no good here. Suit up, not useful. Oh, excuse me, sorry. A little bit, a lot of pollen in the air lately. It's been wreaking havoc with my stupid allergies. And, you know, that's one thing I didn't used to be. Like, when I was a kid, I didn't used to have allergies. And the older I get, like, my allergies get progressively worse every year. I don't know what it is. Just another way in which your stupid, shitty body is going to fail you. You'd be like, it never used to bother me. And now, every spring and fall, when there's, like, a lot of junk in the air and stupid plants are fucking, they're going to be like, oh, not only are we fucking each other, Pete, but we're also fucking you. I hope you don't need your lungs in the spring. Got a retaliation mission. That'll be what we do next time. I'm going to go, I don't know, take like a antihistamine and see if I can get this shit under control. If you enjoyed the episode, feel free to drop a like down in the comment section. Support really does mean a lot. If you want to know more ways in which your body will ultimately betray you, I'm a catalog of those failings, so you might consider subscribing as well. New ailment every single week. Right now, however, thanks very much for watching. I'll see you again soon.